Welcome to the Philippines' premier motor show. This is Autofocus. I am Ray Louis Gamboa. Here are our features on this episode of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market, a mid-size SUV from Mitsubishi, the Montero Sport Black Series, and a mini sedan from Suzuki, the all-new Celerio. On Autopedia, we'll talk about reading and understanding a dyno chart, and together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry, we shall have the highlights of Enzo Autocare as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines on May 4 to 7 at the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive the latest models from Ford, GAC, GWM, Honda, Hyundai, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota, and WM. The Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines. The one-stop shop for the latest car models in cooperation with SM offices at SM Mall of Asia Complex.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kayang-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this episode of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi Motor Philippines has found success with the Black Series collection of vehicles. It started with the Xpander in 2021, then the Strada Athlete. Last year, it introduced the Black Series edition of the Montero Sport. The Black Series is all about accents and garnishes done in black. Blacked out grille, headlamp extension, the bumper garnish up front and in the back, the black roof and roof rails, the spoiler, the shark fin antenna, and finally the 18-inch alloy wheels. The Mitsubishi Montero Sport with a dynamic shield fascia already looks imposing and sporty, looking longer and wider than its listed dimensions of 4,825mm long, 1,850mm wide, and 1,835mm tall. The 2,800mm long wheelbase and the 218mm high ground clearance adds to the go-anywhere look and capability that Mitsubishi wants for the Montero. Set against white diamond, one of the two color options for the Black Series, the black accents add elegance and sophistication to the Montero Sport look. Set against jet black mica, the other color option, the black accents give the Montero Sport a more striking, if not sinister, near all-black appearance. Inside, the Black Series does not look like it differs much from the Montero with the GT tag. Montero sits 7 in seats upholstered in material that looks and feels posh, matching the soft surfaces of cabin, roomy for a mid-size SUV. Montero Sport Black Series features most of the amenities and comfort and conveniences of the top-of-the-line GT 4-wheel drive AT. This includes a new 8-inch colored LCD instrument meter display. The driver's seat also is height adjustable. Quite useful on long drives is the wide central console armrest with twin cup holders. This is also where one finds the electronic parking switch as well as the auto hold function. The leather-wrapped steering wheel tilts and telescopes to easily set the preferred driving position. The steering wheel also comes with buttons and controls for the audio, the multi-information display, as well as the adaptive cruise control. The second row seats for 3 splits and fold 60/40 and features a fold-down center armrest. The third row seat for 2 splits 50/50 and can be folded flat to allow for bigger or irregular sized cargo or stuff. The make loading stuff more convenient, the power liftgate can be closed and locked automatically. Movement sensors at the corners of the rear bumper allows hands-free raising and closing of liftgate. The multimedia entertainment system comes with 8-inch display, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, hands-free voice control, GPS navigation system, 1 HDMI and 2 USB connections, 6 speakers. The automatic climate control system features rotary dials, digital meters and nano air purifying system to keep in-cabin air fresh and clean. Other standard comfort and convenience features include keyless entry, front accessory outlets, power windows, auto dim day and night rear view mirror. But more significant than the things easily seen as included in the Black Series Montero Sport are those features that can only be experienced as they work to make the Mitsubishi's popular SUV safer and more fun to drive. These include such active and passive safety features as Forward Collision Mitigation System or FCM, Adaptive Cruise Control, Active Stability and Traction Control or ASTC, and Ultrasonic Mass Accelerator Mitigation System or UMS, among other advanced automotive tech. The UMS is particularly significant as it reduces accidents resulting from abruptly pressing the accelerator from standstill by detecting obstacles in front or behind the Montero. FCM alerts the driver with visual and audible warnings of the risk of collision and can automatically apply brakes if their driver doesn't respond to the warnings. Other standard safety features in the Montero Sport Black Series include Trailer Stability Assist, Hill Start Assist, Anti-Lock Brake System with electronic brake force distribution, multiple airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for driver and all passengers, ISOFIX and theater actors. All these driver assist and safety tech add to the already vaunted comfortable yet fun to drive character of the Montero Sport. The Black Series Montero is powered by a 2.4-liter MiVec diesel engine with variable geometry turbo which generates 181 PS and 430 Nm of torque made into an 8-speed automatic transmission that drives the rear wheels. The AT comes with Sport mode that allows driver greater control over gear shifts using paddle shifters. The Montero Sport Black Series does well to maintain the midsize SUV's reputation as having the most comfortable ride in the segment. It also remains both agile and stable on highways and mountain roads thanks to the suspension system that features front double wishbones with coil springs and stabilizer bar and 3-link coil springs with stabilizer bar in the rear. The Montero Sport brake system is equipped with ventilated disc on all 4 wheels.
The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
At the core of Toyota Gazoo racing lies motorsports DNA. Combine that with the Philippines' best-selling sedan, you get the Vios GRS. Its black accent details and aero kit upgrade capture the feel and excitement on the track, and the 10-speed CVT that exudes the TGR competitive spirit. On the road or on the track, always be ready for a heart-racing, exhilarating ride. The Vios GRS. Bring on the thrill.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines on May 4 to 7 at the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive a wide range of the newest models, all in one venue. The Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines. The one-stop shop for the latest car models in cooperation with SM offices and SM Mall of Asia Complex.
Welcome back to Autofocus. We now have the latest auto industry news.
Car companies use the Manila International Auto Show as a stage for launching their latest models. Ford Philippines officially launched the next generation territory at the MIAS while also presenting an exciting showcase for other members of its local lineup of SUVs and pickup truck.
Absolutely thrilled to be here at the Manila International Auto Show. We're thrilled. We just unveiled the next gen Ford Territory Titanium and Titanium X, in addition to all other vehicles that we've got here.
On the eve of the MIAS, Ford Philippines, however, held a quieter event to give media a chance to better check out the next-gen Ford Territory and explain the design changes and improvements made to the popular SUV.
Right at the start when we developed this new product, look at all of the features and tech and the things that the customers love from the existing Territory and how do we make those better. So the car is bigger, has a lot more tech, and certainly from the design standpoint, we've really tried to push the progressive design of the car. And so It's really taking those customer elements that were successful in the previous territory and really amping those up to really make a successful product. So the interior design is completely unique. And I think what's key about this and what we really tried to, we've got the integrated tech with the two screens going across, and then we have this layering of the feature lines, which really gives you then the comfort, the craftsmanship, the stitching, and then the package inside. You'll notice with the console, there's a huge amount of space underneath the console to store items, has USB power points, etc. So it's really designed around the family.
GAC Motor launched the MQ, an ultra-modern 5-seater compact SUV that looks like it arrived at the Mias from the future. In launching the MQ, Jun Kahayan, brand head of GAC Motor for Astara Philippines, said the multi-brand auto distributor is proud to work with GAC Motor in bringing exceptional cars renowned for modern design, fine craftsmanship, superior build quality, and cutting-edge technology. Hyundai Motor Philippines showcased the next full electric vehicle it plans to bring to the country soon, the Ioniq 6, at the Manila International Motor Show. At the auto show, Dongwook Lee, president of the Hyundai Motor Philippines, touted the Ioniq 6 as a Triple Crown winner at the recently concluded 2023 Car of the Year Awards. The Ioniq 6 was awarded the 2023 World Car Design of the Year, 2023 World Electric Vehicle of the Year, and the 2023 World Car of the Year. Great Wall Motor continues to amp up its return to fore in the local market with a showcase of its vehicle at the Mias.
What we have on display, 2 hybrid electric vehicles and 1 pickup truck. And these are all the top-selling brands of the Great Wall Motor Company in China, which is now the largest automotive market in the world.
Great Wall Motor is confident that will replicate in the Philippines the success of its automotive products in the global markets.
The products are acclaimed in all the markets they're in. We're in Australia, South Africa, we're in Russia. We're opening up in the ASEAN to great results, especially in Thailand. So I think that the world has chosen Great Wall, not just us in the Philippines.
One of the booths drawing crowds during the Mias featured 2 automobiles with special audio systems, one with JBL speakers, the other with Infinity Car audio speakers.
Medyo hindi active si JBL sa Philippines, so nag-relaunch with a new distributor. Wide ang bagong distributor ngayon, so nire-relaunch yung produkto, JBL Infinity Car Audio. JBL is an established brand. JBL has been here since 1940s pa. So kumbaga matagal na ang JBL sa industriya, so mapapagkatiwalaan ang produktong to.
In relaunching the 2 brands of car audio systems, Wido Marketing is targeting 2 different sets of audiophiles.
JBL is targeting the younger crowd also. It's also targeting the market that loves to listen to pop music, more dynamic music, rock. Basically, when we set up with a JBL, it's like a concert hall for you, a concert experience. For Infinity in particular, the branding is all about the details of sound. So if we talk about details, I think it's easier when you say people who prefer jazz, who prefer classical music, who will bring out vocals. So the Infinity sound system will definitely have that.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines on May 4 to 7 at the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive the latest models from Ford, GAC, GWM, Honda, Hyundai, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota, and WM. The Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines. The one-stop shop for the latest car models in cooperation with SM Offices and SM Mall of Asia Complex.
Who said happiness can only be found on the ground? Next generation Ford Ranger. Do the undone. Reserve yours now on Ford.com.ph or at your nearest Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Here's our comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head to Head.
The competition in the midsize SUV segment just got harder with the arrival of the next-gen Ford Everest, which Ford touts sets the standard in class. But does it really? Let's check out what the flagship next-gen Ford Everest Titanium Plus 4x4 AT offers to buyers against the top-of-the-line Fortuner GRS 4x4 AT also offers. The next-gen Everest is on the larger end of the midsize SUV segment at 4,914mm long, 1,923mm wide, and 1,842mm tall, with a 2,900mm long wheelbase and 227mm minimum ground clearance. The Fortuner GS variant is listed at 4,795mm long, 1,855mm wide, and 1,835mm tall with a 2,475mm long wheelbase. The new Everest looks tougher and more muscular with sharp horizontal and vertical lines on the fashioned profile, the C-clamp headlamps, and prominent horizontal bar with the blue oval front and center. The Titanium Plus is distinguished from lesser variants by its chromed front grille, matrix LED headlights, panoramic moonroof, puddle lamps, and the power lift gate that can be activated with foot movement. Standard in all next-gen variants rolled out locally are daytime running lamps, auto on-off headlights, follow-me home lights, front and rear fog lamps, LED taillights with full-width design, high-mount stop lamp, power folding and power adjustable side turn indicators, side steps, roof rails, front and rear splash guards, and front and rear tow hooks. The Titanium Plus also features rain-sensing wipers. The Fortuner GRS comes in a host of Gazoo racing-inspired design accents, starting with a GR badge on mesh-type front grille, with a bitone finish and the GR design 18-inch alloy wheels, with a machine-cut finish wrapped by 265/60 R18 tires. It also features body-colored back door garnish and outside door handles, split-type LED headlamps and LED daytime running lights with line guide, sequential front turn signal lamps and front fog lamps, rear LED combination lamps with line guide, sequential signal and bulb light, locking chrome door belt molding, front and rear mudguards, roof rails, blacked outside view mirrors with welcome lamp that power doesn't fold. Additionally, the Fortuner GRS boasts of a power tailgate with kick sensor function for hands-free operation. The next-gen Everest comes with smart keyless entry and push-button start. The large and roomy cabin of the Titanium Plus sits 7 in seats upholstered in prime real and synthetic leather. The driver and front passenger seats feature 8-way power adjust function. The second row seats for 3 slide forward. The 50/50 folding seats for 2 in the third row fold electronically. Both second and third row seats fold flat to provide room for longer and wider stuff. While driver and front seat passenger enjoy the center console with dual cup holder recesses as well as the dash-mounted pop-out cup holders. Those in the second and third row seats also have places to store their things as well as a 12-volt power outlet to charge mobile phones, tablets, and other devices. The Titanium Plus features a 230-volt inverter in the rear console and 12-inch digital display for the instrument cluster. The leather-wrapped steering wheel features controls for the audio integrated mobile phone systems, although the Everest comes with voice-operated systems. Other comfort and convenience features in the next-gen Titanium Plus 4x4 include power windows, auto-dimming rear-view mirror, dual-zone electronic automatic temperature control, ambient lighting, driver and front passenger with sun visors with illuminated vanity mirrors. The Fortuner GRS features the GR badge on the leather-wrapped steering wheel, which tilts and telescopes and comes with paddle shifter and controls for the multi-information display and cruise control. The cabin comes with suede and leather upholstery for seat and trim, as well as smoke silver, metallic, matte carbon, and red stitching accents. Driver and front seat passenger enjoy 8-way power adjusting seats. The second row seat for 3 split 60/40 slides and reclines and comes with 1-touch tumble function as well as center armrest. The third row seat reclines and splits 50/50. Other comfort and convenient features include smart keyless entry and push-button start system, dual-zone auto climate control, as well as power windows with auto up-down function and jam protection. speed sensing door locks, power tailgate with kick sensor, glove box, cool box, 10 cup and bottle holders, room and door courtesy lamps, and 2 12-volt accessory outlets. The Everest Titanium Plus boasts a 12-inch high-resolution touchscreen that comes with the latest Sync 4A communication and entertainment system that already uses cloud technology. This system features enhanced voice recognition, wireless Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto compatibility. While USB connections are available, there's a pad for wireless charging. The Fortuner GRS infotainment system comes with an 8-inch display audio, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Smart Device Link, as well as AM/FM radio, Bluetooth, USB, voice command, as well as a JBL 9 speaker system. The GRS also touts wireless charger and 2 USB charging ports in the rear, as well as 2 12-volt accessory outlets. The Everest Titanium Plus 4x4 is powered by a 2.0-liter bi-turbo diesel engine that generates a maximum of 210 PS at 3,500 RPM and 500 Nm of torque from 1,750 to 2,000 RPM. This is mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission with an electronic shifter. The next-gen Everest Titanium Plus powertrain features a terrain management system that provides 6 on- and off-road drive modes: normal, eco, tow haul, slippery, mud ruts, or sand to help master all sorts of terrain. The 4x4 variant also comes complete with an electronic locking rear differential. The brief for the next-gen Everest also called refined handling on all sorts of terrain. Ford said the solution was to use an updated chassis, wider track, and refined suspension system that features double wishbone with coil spring and anti-roll bar in front, and coil spring with Watts link and anti-roll bar. The brake system uses ventilated discs on all 4 wheels. The Fortuner GRS is powered by Toyota's 1GD FTV high diesel engine. This is a 2,755 4-cylinder inline 16-valve DOHC diesel engine with variable nozzle turbo and air-cooled intercooler. This provides a Fortuner 204 PS and 500 Nm of torque, mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission, and with a 4x4 drivetrain. The Fortuner GRS is both comfortable and capable in on paved byways and highways and unpaved roads and trails. The 4x4 drivetrain comes with differential lock with auto disconnect function. And in these days of diesel costing nearly as much or more than gasoline, depending on the whims of oil companies, the Fortuner GRS comes with 2 drive modes, Eco and Sport. Eco being more important for everyday driving, Sport coming in handy for weekend adventures. The GR treatment comes to 4 in the suspension and the brakes. The Fortuner GRS suspension got upgraded with monotube shock absorbers for the double wishbones up front and the multi-link system in the rear. The brake system uses ventilated discs on all 4 wheels along with GR brake calipers. Only the next-gen Everest Titanium Plus 4x4 comes with advanced driver-assisted safety technologies that include adjustable speed limiter, adaptive cruise control with stop and go and lane centering, blind spot information system with cross-traffic alert and braking, pre-collision assist, lane departure warning and lane keeping system, auto high beam, distance alert and distance information, forward collision warning, driver alert system, reverse braking assist, hill descent control, ESP with traction control system and electric brake booster, tire pressure monitoring system. The top-of-the-line Everest also comes with 360-degree camera and front and rear parking sensors to aid with parking in tight spaces. But it can also park the Everest for you with the Active Park Assist 2.0. Just hold down the Park Aid button and trust the system to park the Everest for you. Other standard safety and security features in the Everest are the Hill Launch Assist with rollover mitigation, electronic parking brake, 7 airbags including side and curtain and knee airbags, anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, security alarm system, ELR safety belts, and child seat ISOFIX anchor points. The GRS powertrain and chassis provide both a comfortable and confident ride for a mid-size SUV that is, on varied road conditions including off-road. This is helped along by a power steering system with variable flow control that make turning the wheel feel light when going slow and progressively harder with speed. Also adding to confidence are the passive and active safety features that come standard in every Fortuner. Anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist. Vehicle stability control with traction control. Hill start assist. The GRS is also fitted with Toyota Safety Sense, an advanced collision prevention system that includes pre-collision system, lane departure alert, and adaptive cruise control, as well as blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert. Also added for safety and security in the Fortuner GRS are 3-point ELR seatbelts for 7, with seatbelt reminder and pre-tensioner and adjustable seatbelt anchors for driver and front passenger, child restraint system using ISOFIX and tether anchors, child lock in rear doors, the Toyota vehicle security system featuring an immobilizer and alarm.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions, the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has antioxidant properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines on May 4 to 7 at the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive a wide range of the newest models, all in one venue. The Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines. The one-stop shop for the latest car models in cooperation with SM offices and SM Mall of Asia Complex.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. A group of racer friends just wanted to have somewhere to park their race cars. That eventually led to the establishment of Enzo Auto Care. Check out what this specialist auto care shop offers on this special feature.
Hi, I'm Jem Constantino of Enzo Auto Care, and this is our Blackfire Nano Ceramic Coating. So what we did here, we had the car detailed first. Before it came here, yung car medyo madumi siya and yung paint niya medyo dull na. So what we did, we detailed the car, we did some paint correction as well. We painted a couple of panels para mabalik sa dating shyness niya. So ngayon, what we did, we detailed the car and put ceramic coating, a Blackfire ceramic coating on the car. So basically right now, if you could see the car, okay na siya. And right now, it is back to the original state when it is brand new. So if you're having problems sa cars, if there's any problems, especially with the paint, if you wanted to have the paint corrected, just let us know, just give us a call, drop by our shop so we could assess, para we could show you and give you yung gagawin natin sa cars nyo, especially for the paint job. So we could detail the car and probably put ceramic coating on it. Our shop also offers ceramic coating, interior, exterior, engine, and glass detailing. We also offer premium car wash. We also do paint job, certain panels na kailangan natin i-repaint. So we also do that. We also do a wash over paint also for cars. So,
If you like to get your dream car back to being shiny and new, have a change of color, or an upgrade in finish, check out Enzo Auto Care.
What do we go for? We go for experience. We go for excitement. We go for sport. We go for style. We go for fun. We go for the Toyota Wigo.
Are you into grassroots racing? Slaloms, autocross, time attacks, and circuit racing? Do you like to keep your daily ride in tip-top condition? Do you want to improve the performance and ride of your vehicle? Then head over to Fixed Stop Auto Service along 91 Congressional Avenue, Project 8 in Quezon City. Fixed Stop Auto Service can level up the performance and ride of your daily ride or weekend racer of all brands, models, and makes, from Japanese, American, European, and all other global manufacturers. Fixed Stop Auto Service offers preventive maintenance services, as well as upgrades of brakes, suspension, and other mechanical works. Fixed Stop also caters to all your needs for performance tires and accessories to make your dream vehicle stand out on the road or for just your enjoyment. For appointments, call 0917-803-8283 or message us on our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/fixedstopautoservice.
Are you thinking of buying a car but don't know what model you want? Then visit the Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines on May 4 to 7 at the SM Mall of Asia Concert Grounds. Get the best deals and test drive the latest models from Ford, GAC, GWM, Honda, Hyundai, Mitsubishi, Nissan, Subaru, Suzuki, Toyota, and WM. The Autofocus Summer Multi-Brand Test Drive Festival presented by Caltex Philippines. The one-stop shop for the latest car models in cooperation with SM offices and SM Mall of Asia Complex.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we have our second car review this week. Hatchbacks are known to be fun and practical vehicles. This car review takes a look at one that exhibits both qualities, the all-new Suzuki Celerio.
Suzuki Philippines has rolled out the all-new Celerio GL, confident that it will find owners looking for a fun yet practical hatchback. Suzuki describes the latest generation Celerio as a compact hatch with a spacious interior. But at 3,695mm long, 1,655mm wide, and 1,555mm tall, the Celerio is still properly a subcompact hatchback, although looking a lot larger than its predecessor. Suzuki has decided to eschew the boxy design of the old Celerio, giving the new one well-rounded corners and surfaces. A minimum ground clearance of 170mm and 2,435mm long wheelbase that pushes the tires to the very corners give the Celerio an SUV vibe. The Celerio fascia has a retro look with a black oval grille with a single band of chrome flanking the Suzuki badge and leading to the distinctive multi-reflector halogen headlamps. The body color bumper frames a black lower grille which in turn frames round fog lamps at the corners. The rear also features distinctive LED combination lamps and reflectors on the bumper. The 15-inch black alloy wheels also look distinctive, wrapped by 175/60 R15 tires. Other exterior features include 2-speed intermittent front wipers with washer, rear 1-speed wipers with washer, rear window demister, body-colored outside mirrors that power adjust, antenna mounted on front roof. Like its predecessor, the all-new Celerio GL has a surprisingly roomy interior that can seat 5 adults, with 295 liters of space for cargo in the rear. More, with the rear seats folded, it folds 60/40. No smart entry system, but it does have remote-controlled door locks with hazard lamp, central door locking with the switches on the center console, and power windows in front and rear. It also comes with manual air conditioning system complemented by a pollen filter. The rotary controls for the air conditioning are on the center console with an easy reach of driver and front seat passenger. Suzuki describes the interior design as energetic, bringing one's senses alive. The description fits within an interior featuring a lot of lines, angles, curves, and circles. It's got a large analog speedometer and a small digital tachometer. The front passenger and driver seats manually adjust 4 ways. The fabric seat upholstery looks and feels rich. The 3-spoke steering wheel tilts and comes with controls for the audio system. There's a front console tray that comes with drink holder. The front and rear doors also got drink holders. The all-new Celerio GL comes with a 6.2-inch touchscreen audio unit with an anti-glare touchscreen, WebLink 2.0, Bluetooth and USB connectivity, and plays through speakers on the front and rear doors. There's also a 12-volt accessory socket on the front console underneath the aircon controls. Lift the hood of the all-new Celery GL and one finds the 1.0-liter K10C dual-jet engine that generates 67 horsepower and 89 Nm of torque. While the power numbers may not seem impressive, the engine provides enough grunt to make the Celery a fun drive, considering it only has a curb weight of 805 to 830 kilograms or a gross vehicle weight of 1,260 kilograms. Suzuki claims the all-new Celery achieved a 28.25 km per liter fuel efficiency, a claim validated by the Automobile Association of the Philippines. This makes the Celerio, which is offered with either a 5-speed manual transmission or an auto gear shift system, all the more attractive to motorists looking to save on fuel costs. The AGS is an automated manual transmission featuring intelligent shift control actuator that automatically operates the shift and clutch to bring convenience to manual driving. Think of the AGS as an automatic gearbox with the fuel efficiency of powertrains with manual transmission. The Celerio features Suzuki Hardtech platform that both light and highly rigid, which makes the subcompact hatchback a fun, safe, and an economical daily driver. The suspension system uses McPherson struts in front and torsion beam in the rear. The Celerio brake system features ventilated discs in front and leading trailing jumps in the rear. Ride and handling is helped along by electric power steering. The all-new Celerio that arrived in the country comes standard with anti-lock brake system and electronic stability program. The Celerio with AGS comes with an added hill hold control. The Celerio with AGS also comes with what Suzuki calls the Engine Auto Stop Start, or EASS, system that on certain conditions shuts down the engine automatically, like when coming to a stop. Suzuki says this should help prevent unnecessary fuel consumption while limiting exhaust emissions. Other standard safety features include 3-point ELR seatbelts for 4, plus a center lap belt in the rear seat, ISOFIX child seat anchorages, child seat tethers, child-proof rear door locks, dual front airbags, rear parking sensors, and immobilizer.
With listed prices of just 700,000 pesos for the one with manual transmission and 754,000 pesos for the other with AGS, the all-new Celerio GL looks like a hatchback of good value. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney from Speedlab, and today I'm going to teach you how to look at a dyno chart, read and understand it. Spend enough time on the internet and online and you'll probably come across one of these when talking about performance numbers. This is called a dyno chart, and this is the most effective and straightforward way to prove that something makes power or not when it comes to engine modifications. A dyno chart basically tells you how much power and torque your car makes. That's it. It's very simple. It does not tune, it does not add power, it does not do anything except measure the horsepower of your car. It's basically a glorified treadmill for the car. So in every dyno chart, there's always two axes. One is the x-axis, which is always the RPM of the car being measured. So in this case, it's a Montero, so it's from 2,000 to 4,300. Then the y-axis here has horsepower and torque. For the Dynapack dyno chart, they split it into two. But later, we'll review another popular dyno chart that you keep seeing, which is from DynoJet. So these lines represent the number of runs in one dyno session. For the Dynapack one, each file can contain up to 6 runs, which is represented by these 6 colors. We'll start with the horsepower side. That's what everybody keeps asking, and that's what everybody sort of understands a little bit more. The first run is this red line, which is almost always here, the baseline power, which means car comes into the shop, nothing has been done, we put it here, we take a power reading of what it is. Whether it's stock or slightly modified, it's called the baseline because we haven't done anything yet. Then subsequent runs, obviously the expected is you should get more power, which is why you're having it dyno tuned in the first place or having modifications done. And this is our second run. This is a historical one, which we already did a few weeks ago with ECU reflash. So from here, you can see the peak power at stock is around 155, which is indicated here. This is our power after reflash, which is 181. Note that the RPM is pretty much the same, 3,400 RPM. So that's the correct way to compare power actually, or anything. It has to be on the same RPM scale. Then this is what we did just now with a full exhaust installed. So we're up to 219 horsepower for this old 2009 3.2 Montero. Torque is the same way. You read the graph here. So with diesels, it always starts off high, then goes lower. But as you can see, we have a pretty big, almost 150 foot-pound of torque increase here, from 312 to 446. That's pretty big, considering, just for reference, your average Civic 0.8 only makes 100 foot-pounds of torque. Most people always quote when they get into these internet arguments is, oh, my car makes 100 horsepower because that's what the brochure says. You are only partly right. It's 100 horsepower at a certain RPM. Like for this Montero, when people ask how much power did you make? Oh, stock we make 155 at 3,500 RPM. This is important because if you look at the chart here at the bottom, you're only making 120 horses at 2,250 RPM. This part and this part almost nobody mentions. And here, towards the end of the RPM graph, you're actually only making 90 horsepower at red line of a diesel Montero. This is the number that everybody's most interested in, but this only tells part way of the story. Because here we have practically 155 to 218, that's about 65 horses. But at here, if we take these 2 points, it's actually closer to 60 horsepower. What you're most concerned about is the area in between the two charts that you're looking at. This one here. This is only 1 point, but you have to take the whole chart and the whole dyno as a whole. Same thing with torque. It starts off big, then gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller as you go down to red line. So next time when you want to argue with your friends, you should always ask, okay, horsepower at something RPM. It always has to have that because power by nature is defined as work over time. Torque is the work that you're doing, the amount of force that you're giving. Power is time, meaning how much force you apply over a period of time. And that period of time is from 2,000 to 4,300 RPM. And the M in the RPM is minutes. So revolutions per minute. That's your measure of time. So power always has to have a length of time and the time component in between. It cannot just be, it's not a static thing like, oh, I make this much power now. Yes, but what about a second later? What about 5 seconds later? Okay, that's for the dyno chart from Dynapack. The Dynapack is actually a brand of dynamometer. The same way that you have an Orion brand ruler, you have a Century brand ruler, and a Stanley brand ruler. Different dynos have different brands, but they all measure the same thing. It's horsepower. And then this is another type of dyno. This is from DynoJet, which is you also see a lot on the internet. And this is their dyno chart. As you can see, it's also the same. You have RPM here at the bottom. You have power here at the y-axis. But you have torque here at the other y-axis. What they do is they intersperse it with each other. Same thing also, you can have multiple runs represented by multiple colors. So this is 2 runs. First run is red, second run is blue. So this is the line for power, these two. Then this is the line for torque. Same thing also, there's a pointer here that you can put here and the values here will change. Also, maximum power at, it will show you here, 180 and 146 horsepower at this RPM here, at 6,000 RPM. Then it will show you also max torque, which is somewhere here at 5,000 RPM. So once again, you read it the same way, power at RPM, torque at RPM. And as you can see, when you're only at 2,500, you're only doing about 20 horse, then it gradually gets bigger, 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 until red line. Same thing with torque. This is a gasoline engine, so your maximum torque is made somewhere here in the middle. So some torque, some torque, some torque, big torque, then torque drops off. Now, are there other brands of dynos in the Philippines? Yes, there are. If your car comes with a printout from one of these, it is unquestioned what the numbers are. Okay, so that's how you read a dyno chart, whether it's from DynoJet or Dynapack. And if you go to the Speedlab Facebook page, I do post a lot of these things. This one, sometimes this one, because we do have a DynoJet also. And with the corresponding explanations, what these lines also mean. So yes, check it out, so you might learn a thing or two.
That's our feature in Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this episode of your electronic automobile magazine informative as well as entertaining. Check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.